Hi my friends, today we model this part, a very interesting part, and here is the drawing. I want you to notice that this is a main projection, this is the second projection, this is A with this arrow to present details about this segment of the part. Then we use here the B projection, which must be somewhere here, and I moved it right here to cover all the useful space. Then projection from C is this, to find these dimensions. You notice that here is a coil. This coil is not one full revolution, but 360 degrees minus this. The definition of this coil is: this is the option pitch and revolution. The pitch is 10 millimeters. One full rotation means a dimension of 10. The revolution is one full unitless as a start value minus 32.4 divided by 360. You see, I place here degrees, but degrees divided by degrees is also unitless. Let's get started. New standard millimeter PT, XY plane, and a new sketch with a circle of 10 and a line vertical placed at a distance of 35. Dimensions in the drawing. Finish sketch. We apply coil. By selecting this axis, Inventor waits for us to place an axis. This is 10 millimeters. The method is pitch and revolution. Pitch is 10, and as I said, revolution is one unitless minus 32.4 divided by 330, also unitless. We want to use this direction, yes, not this. Okay. Next are these two features. Yes, this is a sweep of 10 millimeters at 90 degrees and radius 12. The other is 35 with diameter of 10. We also observe this angle of 45 degrees. To create that features, we make visible this plane, YZ, and this axis. We know that the center point is right here. This z-axis starts from the center. You see. Then we create a new plane based on this and containing this axis. The angle is 90 degrees plus 45. Yes, I write here 90 plus 45. Okay. We hide these two work entities and we use this plane for a new sketch. An arc starting from the center point to somewhere here with a radius of 12. We project this diameter, this circle to obtain a diameter, and we make this arc to be perpendicular on the diameter. We also use z-axis, which I suppose to be this one, because we want to align these 2 points. Finish sketch, hide the plane, create a new sketch, project, finish sketch, and we apply sweep of the full circle by using the curve, this curve. Okay. Then we select this face for a new sketch, project this circle and extrude on 35. Okay. The other extension, this one, has other dimensions. 67.5 is the angle instead of 90 to the other one. Radius 12 is the same, and the length is 40 instead of 35. We also notice this angle of 50 degrees. This means we rotate the part, we select this face for a new sketch, we project this circle, finish sketch, then we apply an axis by using this circle, and you see that axis. We make visible XZ plane to apply new plane based on this and containing this axis. This angle must be 180 minus our dimension of 50 degrees. Okay, now we can hide this plane and also this axis. We use the plane for a new sketch. We project this point because this is not a center point as this one. You can see the other, you see? And we create here an arc in that plane with a radius of 12 as well, perpendicular as well on a line, but I have to project the circle to have that diameter. Perpendicular is this arc on this line. Then we draw a line between these 2 points to apply the angle of 67.5. 67.5. This line must be construction, And now we can apply sweep on this curve. Okay, hide the plane, and we select this face again. We project this circle, finish sketch, extrude on 40. Okay, this is the part, my friends. Let's see what is the volume. High properties, physical, update, copy, close, drawing, double click, and the new volume or value is just the same, my friends. Cancel. We don't add another dimension, we have it already. The material for this part is still stainless steel. We go here, we apply shaded, simple shaded, and default IVL is default lights. We can compare the two and we cannot see any difference. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.